Yo, what is up? I think this is streaming and working. I am just going to do some tests to make sure that I can hear myself because I'm on a brand new setup. So give me a moment and we'll see if I am actually live on YouTube. That's probably the important thing. So if I just mute myself up on the mic. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. It's only taken me a few minutes to get set up on the stream, which is cool, which is fine. I'm hoping that everything is okay. We did start the recording of the game a little bit prematurely, but that's okay. The YouTube live chat, I probably just need to tinker with just a little more, because it's kind of like faded in, but as the chat or as the popularity of the chat goes up, then it will kind of fade in. But anyway, welcome after about I don't know, about 5 minutes of me messing around. We're going to be playing Deadpool stage. You can see on the screen, brand new setup, so I can actually see everything on my monitor screen now. Hopefully it looks in a lot better quality as well. Hopefully the webcam's positioned well. Any audio issues, do let me know, but I'm just going to be doing a blind playthrough of Deadpool, and as part of a, I don't know, I guess a new YouTube series. If you're watching this on the streams, probably not, but if you are, I think that I'm going to do a series of platinuming delisted games, Deadpool being one of them because the license ran out. So without further ado, let's jump into this. So I'm just popping it onto the easiest difficulty just for just have fun, really. I know that you need to play it on the hardest difficulty for you need to play it on the hardest difficulty for a trophy, but it recommends you do that once you've like unlocked everything. So I'm just gonna play it on the easiest one and just have a bit of fun, really. So
amazing is more Spider-Man's thing, Rita.
You're right. What's so amazing about that geek?
Well, superhuman strength.
Click.
Hey, what's that?
the first one's free.
Tracking my every move?
Trophy unlocked. Get off your well toned bottom.
No.
Love to see that already. Get a platinum so quick. What? The second is also free.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those games, huh?
Oh, okay.
Hey, player.
So
Sit your
taking
ass down
the
and watch some TV. Maybe
taking
you'll
the
learn something. Once my TV didn't work.
piss out of shovelware games. It's quite funny.
Deadpool, branded as both hero and villain. Deadpool was once a badass mercenary named Wade Wilson. After being recruited into the Weapon X program, Wade was subjected to experiments that gave him awesome regenerative powers and drove him batshit crazy. Today, the merc with a mouth travels the globe in search of fortune and chimichangas.
Click. You think the player knows anything about us?
They did buy the game.
To know us is to love us.
Sorry, I'm just trying to position the chat so it's kind of like readable and in a good spot. Oh well, if it goes over my face, it goes over my face. There's so many like different
Wonder what's in here.
features that you can sort of do just by controlling everything on OBS. Not porn, nice.
Obviously, the prop guys never got around to making me an awesome guitar.
Okay, so it says trophy progress. I don't know if that's for a real trophy or an in-game trophy.
We just had this weirdest dream where this person was controlling my every move and... fuck. Now where did I put my...
See, I love the Deadpool films, and I think as well.
What is this cheap prop? Well, this was clearly made by a junior artist.
Yeah, I love the films. I think they're great, and I think that I can't believe I've never actually played this game. That's probably the more shocking thing. I know it came out on PlayStation 3, but I didn't realise it got a remaster as such, I guess, or just a port over to the PS4. Oh goodness. Oh, this is.
Surprised to see us.
If this game had a shame meter, it'd be full right now.
You know why I love the internet? Because it's just like me.
Vulgar, combative, and contradictory.
Overflowing with perversion and stupidity? Yes, and yes. Ooh, new cis pop videos. Favorite. How about I show you one of my...
Don't know how long you meant to look it up for.
Instead,
Alright, we're 6 out of 14. Can we lift some weights? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. We can't lift weights. Also, a bit of a frame rate issue there. Check out your loadout. Gun boner, Jesus.
this is what it's all about. Look at all this fine.
So yeah, I've not streamed for a minute actually. I think the last stream that I did was on probably about a month ago, and it was on Helldivers 2. I just jumped in for, I think it was before I went on holiday actually. I jumped on a bit of Helldivers and was trying to save Super Earth, which was fun. And in terms of platinum content,
We're making a game about me. Gotta have it do the video. I see, here's the thing. People talk
Is
we
it-
sound alike.
is that Nolan North?
Deadpool, listen, I had a different take on it. Maybe we just make him, maybe it's an alternative type of Deadpool. He's somebody who says, like, forget the boobs, let's just go for pecs. Pecs and biceps.
Yeah, well, fuck you, Nolan.
Some doggy stuff. Oh,
So,
it's a
how's the
dog.
ball licking coming along? Red Rocket! You just sit tight, and I won't have to shoot you. Wonder what's in here.
Make a stink pickle or kill germs. Does that mean he's gonna go for a shit?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
There we go. Now we're talking. Much more realistic. Fine. You asked for this. Oh, you gotta love the ones that make this.
I was in a meme recently where it's like, I can't remember the other picture, but it's literally just like when you're struggling for a shit and it's just like the tiniest little plop. I feel like that's what you just done there.
Why would
Ooh.
anybody want to see that? I sure as hell don't. Why did they think I wear a goddamn mask? Oh, this
Goodness,
game
that
doesn't,
was
like, try to do the whole tragedy behind the comedy thing.
scary.
What's this?
I wonder how many you can. Do you reckon you can drink them all? They just indefinitely respawn.
Enough with the damn beer. Feeling factor won't let me get drunk anyway.
Fair enough. Guess it is kind of capped.
I'm not really hungry, but alright.
Have a bit of pizza. Hey, them pizza mechanics, eh? Not bad.
Really didn't think this mask thing through, did I? Never mind.
Alright, we got one more thing, I think, to cook.
I love the smell of pancakes in the morning.
I just know that tastes like shit. That is honestly gonna taste awful. I'm expecting company make 1,000 pancakes. I've not even peeped.
Alright.
this trophy list properly. So maybe I need to eat the pizza fully. I'm at 13 out of 14.
Lifetime on the hill. This taco tastes funny.
Yo Aiden, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. What a waste of pizza, there's so much left. Making the game, achievement unlocked. Playing with Deadpool's junk. I'm assuming that means we've done 14 out of 14. So yeah, blind playthrough on this one. Whoa.
Underwear? Are you trying to say underwear?
Hello, sir. I have a package.
So do I. Yoink. Package. Shit. As I suspected. Words. Everywhere. Lame. We should read some of them. Fine. Scene 1. Dark and stormy night. Deadpool is contracted to kill media mogul Chance White, who is blah 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 dee blah blah. Now that and that.
Ah, crayons. Very classy.
Why are we trying to kill what's his face? Who cares? I'm making art here. Behold.
Not sure the player understands our thinking.
Hey player, just go.
Yeah, I'm doing all good, Aiden. Super tired today. I had to. It's like 7:30 here in the UK, and I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee this time in the evening, so I'll be up all night. We'll be up later. But yeah, I felt really tired before jumping on the stream after finishing work. But apart from that, I'm all good. I'm excited to be back streaming, having a sort of game,
Player, read that shit. Do
having a game to play again on stream in the background. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I just sort of took a break from streaming and YouTube, just to play Final Fantasy really. I've been looking forward to it for like the past 4 years, ever since I finished the first remake. Big up the UK gang as well. Nice. Yeah, I've probably picked a bit of a silly time to stream because I know that England are playing a friendly tonight against Belgium. So hopefully people choose to watch this instead of England play football.
Enemies can't hurt us while we are teleporting.
Can't hit what isn't there, baby.
So yeah, I hope I enjoy this game. Not quite sure if I will, but okay, nice. I do. See, I've never played this game before, so I don't have any like sort of expectations. So I can kind of manage them in a way. Like I remember when I went back and played Far Cry 3, the sort of classic edition. I was just really disappointed of like how janky it played and how shit the graphics were. Such a stupid thing to pick over, but like this game doesn't look the greatest, but I've not played it before, so hopefully I can have fun.
You two schmucks. One crate, please.
Okay, what's in this? Yeah, Final Fantasy. It was really fun, really fun to play. I think I've put something like 81 hours into it, and I've got a few more side quests to do than like all of the mini games.
All tuckered out.
And then if I dare play the hard mode difficulty, that'll probably add on another how many million hours. Was there much? What is the point of getting into this?
Boing, 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 boing.
There was literally no point of us going in that unless there was some hidden
All damage. So good.
achievement.
Ooh, an unsuspecting
Oh yeah, I just remembered he doesn't die as such. So I wonder how you get damaged in this game. What their excuse for? Nice.
You get points for killing baddies. Yeah, and you spend those points to get cool upgrades to make us more badass.
That is impossible.
Yeah, but it's called progression in games. Must
Yeah, no, it's not you. I'm noticing it on my screen as well. My actual sort of screen I'm playing on, the frames keep dropping, so it's not you. I'm gonna say me, but I think it's the game. When I had a quick look on PlayStation profiles, they did say that uh, on the PlayStation 4 version there are some sort of like frame rate issues, and it recommends playing offline, but I don't really know how to um, play offline as such. Like, so hopefully it's manageable. The occasional the jitter, but yeah, there must be a way to maybe when I stream next time I can just not sign into PSN and try and play it offline that way. So yeah, I mean it's amazing that they can port games over to the new systems, but sadly sometimes there's limitations. Oh, I thought that was a token. I wonder if anything in the settings. Oh, it's just audio and controls. I can't even sort of lower the graphics in a way. So one thing I did read is that in the top right hand corner, don't you can't actually see it because my face cam is in the way, but it says DP points, so Deadpool points, and those are like those little tokens I was collecting on the floor just now, and it recommends in your very first playthrough to collect, so these things here, it recommends you to collect as many of those as possible, because when I play the game on the hardest difficulty in my second playthrough, it recommends like you need that essentially to um, spend on things. I'm just a bit. I need to get up there, but how do I get up there? Am I being a bit daft here? Like, do you just walk up it? Does he climb? Oh. All of the tutorials this game is giving you, and it doesn't um, tell you that you have to walk up to things.
If it were me, I'd chain wall jumps together to get higher.
Okay, so I mean that's a fairly easy mechanic, but it didn't unless I missed it the first time round.
Midair to do a double jump. It's awesome.
Laws of physics be damned.
Oh, and hold the jump button to mantle up ledges.
It probably would have been useful to find out when I was trying to climb like 30 seconds ago.
Time to go boom.
Oh, they just used the default sound there. Scream.
That's what happens when you mix C4 with a bean burrito. Now be honest. I'm not the only one with a little bit of shit in their pants right now, am I?
So yeah, still experimenting with the chat and the overlays. I've tried to just add in the sort of chat overlay so it doesn't look too fancy. So I may just sort of like adjust it as the chat moves up because eventually it will start covering my face. Right, do we think I've hit a checkpoint? What I probably will do, Aidan, thanks for the suggestion there of playing offline. I will actually disconnect from the internet, but I don't know how the saving works in this. So I'm going to finish this chapter. And then disconnect from the internet.
Hey man, it's me, Deadpool. Did I go to high school with you?
What the hell is going on down there? Security, get off your dump and respond. I'll be in my penthouse. Don't let that clown get in here.
Penthouse, huh? Time to hop the elevators.
There's some other exciting news that I've kind of been doing on my, I don't want to call it a break because I don't really take a break as such from YouTube, but during that sort of downtime I've been working on this longer or this bigger project. Oh, I shouldn't have used that move there. So yeah, like in all of my other previous streams I've been talking about this like large project that I'm working on in the background. And if you follow me over on Twitter, I've obviously been updating that a lot easier and conveniently on my progress of that. It's still a like top secret project, still a surprise until the video comes out because I've not seen the idea yet. But yeah, there's 22 games that I've played, and I want to say that I am quite a good way through the I've platinumed them all now, so I've got 22 platinums, and I'm just in the process of writing the script for that video. And some of the games on that list are like quite big story games, so I've sort of gone in depth. Oh my goodness, that moaning is annoying. I've okay. Yeah, so some of them, like for instance, I platinumed High on Life, and that's quite obviously an interesting story game. So some of the games where it's like quite a good story, I've gone into a bit more depth in the video, and then other ones I've not. What do it want me to do?
Like this guy. We should keep him around. Do maintenance.
Sorry, I will get my train of thought back.
Calm down. Shoot the red box.
Ah, there.
Somebody get down there and shoot their clown.
I am not a clown, sir. If that hit you in the chest, I'm sorry. Now these should come in handy.
So yeah, the script is quite long in places, and I've tried to like shorten it where possible. I've done the majority of the long campaign-based games as well, so I don't think the script is going to take too much longer. So I should be able to start. I've got all of the footage as well, like recorded, so it's just a process of recording the scripts, and I'm kind of going to use like some camera work in it as well to just speak to the camera at different points in the video. So I really want to up the quality of the project to make sure that it's the best it best it can possibly be. It's quite a cool song.
Yeah, something like that. Nope, wrong way. Wow, this is really, really freaky. I could swear I know you from somewhere. Did we go to Los
Yeah, I'm super excited to be working on it. Sort of during the process of it, some of the games were quite frustrating, but I think that's just the nature of doing YouTube. You sometimes do things that you don't like, but I do keep telling myself I will only play games that I am enjoying. So if I'm not enjoying a game, I'm at the point now where I will just sort of quit it. You know, it's life's too short to play through games that you're not enjoying. So that the challenge, well, yeah, I don't know if it's a challenge video, but it just made me realise that it's not worth playing things. Oh man, that's awesome that you've seen the 30 platinum video. That's quite an old one now. One of the first sort of ones I did on the channel, and also Stray. I love playing Stray. I can't believe that I sort of played it originally, and I've always kind of been into trophy hunting, but I've not cared that much about it. And I played through Stray, and I saw, like, I think I explained in the video, I saw the speedrun trophy and was like, nope, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's such like a underrated banger as well. So yeah, I'd say that the upcoming video is going to be kind of similar to the 30 plats in 30 days, but I look back at that video and I think, oh my goodness, it was so rubbish. Like, sort of as you make content, you sort of, it's just a big learning curve really. So like, I look at things and think, oh, I could do that better. So yeah. So yeah, the video will be kind of like 30 plats in 30 days. Similar concept, just a different execution. So it should be good. I think I've targeted myself. I think I tweeted, I was like, gonna try and get it out for like end of April, maybe start of May. It just really depends on how long it takes to edit all of the clips down. And I'd say the longest thing of video editing for me is I I'm fine with like editing video clips, but the most frustrating thing, especially in iMovie, is when you edit audio. Sometimes it like jumps and can be quite awkward to manage. So I'm just gonna move the chat down all the way to the bottom of the screen, because it is actually transparent, which is quite fine, I think. So I didn't know, when I was in the right hand corner of your screens where the live chat is, when I was trying to like test it out, I couldn't actually see whether it was going to be transparent or not. I did put like the overlay effect for it to be transparent, but I couldn't tell if it was or not, but thankfully it is, so that's all good. Hopefully it can be seen as well. On my screen it looks really tiny, but I assume most people watch on mobile devices, so hopefully it can be seen. But yeah, if there's anything wrong with the stream so far, or any improvements, do let me know, because I've kind of set everything up for the first time, so there's bound to be problems.
Hey, this is my jam.
Gameplay recording paused.
I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Seems like
I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this this singing. Do I need to do I need to just turn the sound down, even as they've blocked?
this must be my stop.
I mean, I say that and it ended, so
There's gotta be a way out of here. Think, Deadpool, think. Movie solution to being stuck in an elevator in 3.
yeah, I mean, video editing is kind of like,
I'll shoot out the window.
excuse me, it's kind of like what you make it in a way. I think I've probably been editing videos since,
Gotta get to the
I don't know, like I was 13, an annoying teenager. So I only know the basics really.
if I use my cat agility.
But yeah, I mean it can be quite okay, that's not good.
Maybe if I wall jump.
Wall jump, good idea.
Hey, have you bought any upgrades lately?
So yeah, when I was, oh my goodness, excuse me. I think the point that I was trying to say here is that video editing can be quite frustrating at times, but if you give it a chance, you should be able to get the hang of it pretty quickly. And as well, it's always fun to see new content creators popping up online as well, and just seeing how people are doing their content. So, oh, that wasn't where I wanted to go. So yeah, if I've got some free time, I'd definitely say mess about with it. There's lots of free software you can use to experiment with and just have fun. That's what I do really. Don't really do it for any other reason, just besides a bit of fun. I do commend serious streamers, because I'm very unserious and a big noob, but sort of keeping track of so many people in the chat must be so difficult, and then also concentrating on a game. Like, I watch some people play like really difficult games, and I'm only on I'm playing this on easy, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not saying I'm struggling, but it's kind of a lot of brain power to to focus on the game. I don't know the story as well, so I'm not really too sure where I'm trying to go or what I'm trying to do as well. So yeah, big hats off to the big streamers.
Stop this freak!
I'm rubber and you're glue.
Think about making a new PlayStation account and going for the platinums and 100%. But there's some games that you can't platinum again. What games can't you platinum again? Is it because they're like unavailable, or you just like they were so difficult you don't want to do it again? Yeah, I think in terms of like platinum hunting, I think people going for 100% is definitely an underrated thing in the community. Most people, myself included, just get the platinum and don't ever bother going for like the 100%. And in all honesty, I'm not really too fussed about it. But yeah, it is good to see people actually go for the 100% because it's so much harder to get 100% on a game with some of like the DLC trophies they add in. I platinumed like Need for Speed 2015 or something like that, and that game was such a slog to platinum, and then it had DLC on top of that as well. And I did consider trying to go for the DLC, but I want to say I was kind of in a time crunch. Like I want to get this is part of the project. So I was like, I don't really have time to go for the 100%. And I was like looking at some of the trophies, and they were just so difficult. I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of racing games, so I'm probably just gonna skip out on this DLC because it looks quite difficult as well.
How many bullets are in your head so far? Bullets. How convenient.
Anthem. What? I've heard of that. Is that like a multiplayer game? Am I right in thinking that? Because if it's a multiplayer game, I can imagine that the platinum on that must be a nightmare. So I don't blame you on that.
See these? These are bullets. I need these. Oh, that sounded like bone.
Guard that exit. Don't let him escape or you're all dead men.
So part of my logic as well for, I guess it's two ideas. Sort of in the background, I don't know how I want to format this video, but I am either gonna make videos platinuming delisted games. Again, an idea. Feel free, people, to make content on that. But I've not really seen people title their videos like that. I'm kind of torn between that as a title, but then also just using the Deadpool name as a title for a video, because I've got a very big backlog of content, and Deadpool 3 comes out in the summer, so my thinking is just the way the world works and algorithms, it would make sense to drop this platinum video when that film comes out. So I'm pretty sure I had this game recommended actually when around the time the trailer for the Deadpool 3 actually dropped. So the algorithm done its thing, because I was like, oh, that looks like an interesting game that I've seen a few people platinum now, but I didn't realise that it's like not available to buy on the store, so you have to get the disc. Oh, it's the EA looter shooter. Yeah, that probably makes sense why it's yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Am I right in thinking that they kind of invested into that instead of like Titanfall, or was that there's another game that they made? Is it Valorant? I think I'm speaking about the right people. I just know that people really want a new Titanfall game and they focused on I think it's Valorant. Is it Valorant? I don't know. I know that they focused on another game and it's in the same universe, but I think the people want Titanfall 3. Titanfall 2 actually is a trophy that or a platinum trophy I was going to go back for, and I just gave up on, purely because of one of the trophies is to do like the time trial in the first mission. I think you need to get it under like 30 seconds. Apex Legends, that's the one, thank you. Surprised EA have so many sort of shooter games like that out. Didn't realise they were in that market. But yeah, I had to stop the Titanfall 2 because I was gonna go for the platinum trophy itself seems pretty easy, like just completing the game on the hardest difficulty, which I didn't do. Um, but I needed to get the speedrun training trophy, and I just couldn't do it because the game was making me feel like I was getting motion sickness while playing it, and I was like, I felt really ill, and I was like, yeah, it's not happening, and I'm not gonna make myself sick for a game. So, oh, this is pretty cool.
That's what dead tastes like.
When your health goes down, it does that. Nice.
Cutting edge up.
Anyone there? Come in. Did you kill him? I repeat, is the intruder dead? Over.
So, where do we go from here? Only one way to go. Up.
The intruder's on the roof. Send all available units to the roof.
Rocket Arena. I have never heard of that game. I've heard of Rocket League. Never heard of Rocket Arena. Is it a similar concept to Rocket League? Like, is it just EA's version of Rocket League? Rocket Arena. Yeah. Never heard of that. Aiden, how many platinum trophies do you have in total? Oh my goodness. Combination of Smash Bros and Overwatch. I mean, that does sound kind of cool, to be fair. I can imagine that the execution of it went horribly though, because it's EA. Good idea on paper, but yeah.
Holy shit! Someone could get hurt on this thing. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat.
22 platinums. What would you say that your like favorite platinum to get is, and then your hardest platinum? I think if you've said Anthem, that may be your hardest one, but I'm interested to see what else is on your list.
Don't succeed. Try left feet. My bullets. Mine. Shoot, that was my favorite bullet. Can you send it back? Or just don't lose it. I'm coming over.
This game is super fun so far. It's just, it gives me high on life vibes, just sort of having the protagonist talking to you like the guns do in that game. It just really kind of not breaks the immersion, but just sort of lets it flow a bit more fun. Where like if Deadpool wasn't speaking to you, like making funny comments, it'd be kind of just like boring in a way.
Me, guys. Just here to steal your multi-million-dollar military-grade whirlybird.
Ah, there we go. Snake the chopper and do some wheelies.
I want him dead. Get sharp one off the ground and rip him.
Whoa, ow, 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 ow.
Consider him handled.
Damn, they found the helicopter's on switch.
What, you can't hijack a chopper while it's flying around trying to turn you into shredded cheese?
You doubt our skills? Prepare to be amazed.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to.
My guns, but I can scare him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into cover between each thing. Your favourite platinum was Destiny 2. It's your main game. You got 2K hours in Destiny 2. I think, wow. I think the most hours I've got in a game is from lockdown on the first Warzone, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think I've got like 979 hours, so I'm very close to 1K on that. But yeah, I really loved the first Destiny and put a good amount of time into that. I just sadly never got the platinum for it. I don't know if it's still possible to go back and get the Destiny 1 platinum, but it is something that I may investigate with the community to see if it's possible to do, because I really did love Destiny 1. Um, Destiny 2 I just didn't really get into that much.
Got that bitter death taste in my mouth.
I'm sure it is super fun as well. I just, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't get into it, but it's sort of on my list of games that I kind of want to go back to and do. Sort of, if it's possible, get Destiny 1 and also Destiny 2.
I've lost him. Send reinforcements to the rooftop to find him.
Can we get to the chopper? There we go.
Fly or die, asshole. Your choice.
But yeah, I'm
Gonna need both hands to shoot that mission.
not the biggest fan of RNG platinums. One of the platinums I actually gave up on actually was Fallout Shelter. There was just some RNG in that where you needed to have raider attacks, but you could kind of influence them happening, but they were never guaranteed, and it was pretty much just RNG. And I was just like, I think as well my game bugged out, so I wasn't actually getting raiders, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not waiting around for this stupid RNG trophy. So yeah, I feel your pain on RNG, it does suck.
Get Shark 2 airborne now.
Oh, that's good to know that Destiny 1 Platinum's still available.
Yes, sir.
I think the trophies that I've got left are... Oh shit.
Steady, Dinkus. Jeez, I can fly better than that. Hey, gives me an idea. No, wait. Hell yes! Hey, we're flying! Not fly. Well, it is good to have dreams, though. Dreams, yes. Delusions? You know what else is good to have? Skills. This might be a good time to buy some upgrades. So buy upgrades.
Yeah, I think the Destiny 1 achievements that I've got left, I think actually I can afford to pop onto it somewhere. I remember playing it when I first had my PS4, because there wasn't very many games out on PS4. I literally think that the trophies I've got left for it are just like really difficult ones, like you need to be in a clan and do a raid on like the hardest difficulty without dying or something. 63% or 76. Sorry chat who's watching this while I just quickly look at some Destiny trophies. Yeah, complete a raid with a full fire team of your clan. Complete a raid without anyone dying. Complete a strike with a full clan. And discover 50 ghosts and upgrade the subclasses. Like, as a platinum, that's probably a really easy platinum for me to just go and chalk off, but I just don't have the like friends that play it anymore, so I'd have to go in and play with randomers. So it just takes a sort of a lot of organising on PlayStation profiles and stuff. But saying that, whenever I've I don't want to say boosted, but like reached out to the community for trophies, that have been super awesome and helpful, and it is really fun connecting with new people. Okay. Yeah, do you know what? I could not care less about cheesing trophies. Like, if you can do it, if you can cheese it, and if there's a way to cheese it, I'll cheese it. I know that could lower my perspective or my opinion that you may have of me, but yeah, I do. I'm not fussed about cheesing trophies. I think sometimes like I'll try to go for things legit, and if it's just sort of really, really impossible, then I'll kind of look for a way around if possible. It's probably like the worst thing you can hear from a trophy hunter, but at least I'm honest. Yeah, even with Destiny 1, I really... Okay, wait, something important here. So I can switch my weapons like that. And I can switch gadgets by going down. Okay, so using the D-pad. Alright, I'll probably forget, but I will. BT dubs, hold and aim again. Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, like Destiny 1 back in the day was so fun. Like I really enjoyed the PvP mode, like the was it deathmatch or whatever it was. I like really enjoyed playing that. It's just a really well-rounded game, I thought, like with the PvE, PvP, and also like the raids as well. Like, it was really fun. And I keep saying as well I'm assuming Destiny 2 is just as fun once you get good at it with your gear and invested. I'm sure that's just as good.
Can't teleport yet. Maybe now.
Yeah, that's the thing about me. I'll just be honest about things. I'm not gonna try and lie to people. It's just better to be honest. And upfront with platinum trophies.
My personal guard. He's bigger than you,
And
badder
yeah,
than you, and he's purpose.
if you need to get a trophy, you need to get a trophy. Doesn't matter how, as long as you get it. It's the most important thing in trophy hunting. I'm all for a good challenge, which is fun. All for a challenge, but sometimes some trophies just take the utter piss, and that's when you have to cheese it or call it like up. Sometimes with games you can call in like a friend that's like just super overpowered and they can clear a level for you. Had a few friends help out. Like I'm super close to getting the Back for Blood platinum, and I literally, when the game first came out, it must have been really difficult to play. Yeah, it must be super hard to play, and I sort of like was like, oh, I'm not playing this. This sucks. It's not like Left 4 Dead. And then I came back in like months later when they patched the game and sort of made the card system a lot better. And yeah, like one of my friends just, I mean, I pulled my weight, but I pretty much did get carried through like the harder difficulties on it. And the only trophy I need to do now is just get like 50,000 zombie kills, which is taking so long, so I'm just passively playing through it in the background, but I think it'd be more fun playing with people. Again, just don't have anybody to play with.
What? I hate the metric system. How much in American?
Let's see.
And it's good to know that the raids in Destiny 2 are good. I've just seen so many mixed things about Destiny. I think because it released as a free-to-play, I was just quite confused about the structure of it, of the things that you needed to buy in order to play the game. It was kind of like paywalled at the start, I felt anyway. That's why I just dropped out of it. So yeah, I know that there's a lot of the content free on PlayStation Plus now, so it's probably worthwhile me trying to maybe jump back into it when I'm not working on a million other things. Because as well, I want to platinum Outriders. I've got like 1% on it. I think I brought it for like £9 a few months ago, and I just really want to platinum that, but it's just finding the time. Stroma, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Are you watching the stream from work today? Or are you relaxing at home? I promise this stream will be somewhat more appropriate than Waifu Impact was. I think that was the last stream we had together. Besides Helldivers. Oh, I didn't mean to skip the cutscene. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to turn it down because it was loud. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the audio sounds alright as well. I'm not really too familiar with sort of adjusting all of the little bars on OBS. It's so confusing, and I can't really hear everything back. Like I'm using, funnily enough, the webcam, the Logitech that I'm using has the better audio. I tried using a sort of like microphone here, sounded like I was in a tin. I tried to connect my sort of like Bluetooth headset that I use for like gaming on the PlayStation, that just couldn't connect to my computer, which makes sense because it's a, I guess, a gaming console thing, even with a dongle in. Because I used to use that when I was streaming directly from the PlayStation. Um, and yeah, funnily enough, I also tried with the computer sort of built-in microphone, sounded shit. Tried with AirPods, sounded shit. But funnily enough, the webcam sounds not the best, but it sounds like the best out of the bad bunch. Um, and yeah, the only way that I can listen to the gameplay, because I'm like running it like wires through the Elgato, is I've had to like listen through the streaming software, which I think is probably common practice anyway. But yeah, I'm having to listen through AirPods for the for the gameplay. So there's definitely going to be a big learning curve of just learning little tricks and stuff in terms of streaming. But it's working so far, and hopefully the production quality is a lot better than it was when I was streaming directly from the PlayStation. Oh, you're still in work. Well, hopefully this can provide you some entertainment, my guy. And yeah, I miss those jiggles as well. Yeah, so actually, I'm going to assume that we have reached a new checkpoint. I'm just going to quit out and close the game down and go back into it. Because the game is very jittery. Network. So now we've gone offline. I read that apparently by playing the game offline, it stops the frames dropping on the Deadpool game. Hopefully it works. But yeah, whenever I stream as well, I seem to stream like really old looking games. One day I'll stream a game that is like brand new and looks good on the quality, because Crisis, like, that looked pretty rubbish, just from how old it was. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Alright, so thanks to Aiden's suggestion as well, just by going offline how I have there, hopefully we don't get the jitters. Because yeah, I mean, I of course can't really keep, I kind of glance over to the monitor with the game on, but I obviously can't tell if that's lagging. I'm obviously conscious of the lag on the actual screen I'm playing on, so hopefully that stops jittering. But yeah, any issues, just let me know and I'll try to fix it, but I probably won't fix it because I'm not that smart. Stuff this guy comes out with. Right, what am I meant to do here? Am I meant to... Can I jump? Oh, I have to go through here.
Hey, what's your blood type?
Oh man, this gives me COD Zombies Dead Ops Arcade vibes, and I can't say I'm particularly happy about that.
What the fuck?
Where are we meant to go? A low bit rate.
Love the color palette.
Is it still a bit jumpy? I can try and put the bitrate up. Is that what fixes it? I don't even know where I need to go. Oh, I had to hit the door.
Now with ninja slice and dice attack. That's right. Use the quads.
Hello?
Peter!
Okay,
Running around my gig.
bear with me then.
All
Let
of
me
a
try
sudden, I
and
noticed that,
fix
some
the
shit
jitters then.
popped up. What's up with that?
I warned you about the budget, Deadpool. You literally blew
Wait.
all the money.
Budget? What the hell, man?
Dad, you do realize that all games have budgets.
Peter, sweetheart, Bumble, let me remind you that my website got 15 million hits the weekend we announced. 1,000,001? 1,000,002? Cough it up.
I think I put the bitrate to 600, but I'm just trying to find in the settings where this is all stored. Apologies. Google seems to be my friend. OBS change bitrate while streaming. There was a big settings button at the bottom of the screen that I didn't seem to click. So my bitrate is at 6,000, and on Google it says the bitrate for 1080p should be between 4,000 and 6,000. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that like when I was watching a video to set it up, the guy had it on 6,000. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that by streaming it's potentially sort of, I don't know, using a lot on the system, causing it to jump. I think that I'm still streaming. I hope that I'm still streaming. Don't know if it dropped a little bit. I just put the bitrate up to 7,500. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, I can only apologise for it being a bit laggy. I'll do, mate, is I'll just take a copy of that and add it as a video to watch. Yeah, I think I was watching Midnight Man for his setup. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't jitter too much. If it does, apologies. It is what it is, but the show must go on. So thanks for bearing with. I think as well, maybe because I'm like recording this as well through OBS, maybe that's putting sort of unnecessary pressure. Is it the GPU? I don't really know computers. So maybe if I just don't record my videos, which would be kind of sucky because downloading them from YouTube isn't good either. But yeah, before the next stream I do, I'll definitely have a look at improving the settings so it just looks better. Because in theory, there shouldn't be it should be able to run fine. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what a replay buffer is. I've just, on OBS it said start streaming and start recording, so I just clicked that. I'm assuming that's probably the wrong thing to do. I think I need to jump into some of the Discord chats because there's a lot of helpful things in there. With streaming setup I probably should have read before. I knew it wouldn't be this simple. Oh right, I see. Yeah, that would actually make a lot more sense of to have that set up, so I could just essentially clip that, as they would say, as the kids would say, right? So you just get the good moment, yeah. Oh goodness me. Am I crazy in thinking that some streamers just like, I know the file size would be huge, but do they just record the entire thing, or do they just use that replay buffer thing? Because the replay buffer does make a lot of sense, and it would make sense that I'm doing it completely wrong because I'm a big noob. Yeah, okay, so let me just click stop recording. And I'll tell you how much the file size is for that video. I'm assuming just by not recording as well, it will make the system a lot easier. So in fairness, I don't know how long I've been streaming, maybe about an hour, and the file size is only 1.2 gigabytes, which I think is quite small considering how big files can be. So yeah, is the stream still jittering with the new sort of like frame rate being up? Yeah, that would be ideal for editing purposes. But then again, I'd like, as convenient as that is, I'm not opposed to I'm not opposed to having sort of like big raw video files, like an hour to 2 hours, because that's normally how long I stream for. And just having that means like it's better to have more content than no content. Oh, that's fantastic that the stream is better now. I don't know whether it was better since I stopped the record button literally like a minute ago, or if it improved when I put the bitrate up like what 10, 15, 5, 10 minutes ago when we was on that like 8-bit round. So I guess we'll never know. So, but yeah, it's good to know as well that okay, yeah, so it was definitely the recording that fucked it. So I will research how to do the stream buffer. Thanks, Aiden and Castromo, for the feedback there. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll look at sorting out a replay buffer. Then that should be able to just make sure that the stream is smooth as fuck. Glad the people in the chat today. All right. My heroes in the chat saving the day. What would I do without you? I was gonna say I'm curious of something really quickly as well. See, I'm just going to get another tweet ready because I couldn't care less about international friendlies, nor England under Gareth Southgate, but they're actually losing 2-1 to Belgium, and there's 4 minutes until half time, so I think I'm probably just going to quote the sort of like half time scoreboard when it pops up in about 4 or 5 minutes and just say, yeah, fuck watching that, come and watch Deadpool instead. Yeah, mate, if you could share your the screenshots, that would be helpful, just so I've got a bit more of an idea. As I said, I watched Midnight Man's video because I'm doing this on a Mac computer, and that's what he like sets things up for. But his system slightly was different to mine because he had like what's the audio thing called? Like the wavelength or something. Like he had something a lot fancier than my setup for audio. So. But yeah, I think originally I had my bitrate set at 9,000 and I changed it down to 6,000 because that's what you had in the video. So it's interesting to know that when I guess a combination of putting the bitrate up a bit and also stopping recording fixed it. So maybe 9,000. I don't know if that's overkill. I need to do some research into bitrate. And see what the best practice there is. Your money on Belgium. How much money you got? Is it a have you put down an ACCA, or is it just like a just a single bet on Belgium to win? Because yeah, I mean that England team was looking kind of dead. Not like the strongest 11's any better under Southgate, but yeah. Hopefully you win some money, mate.
Think you're clever? Think you're cool? You ain't the only one with power, little geek.
Just call me a little geek. Nah, I'm not having that.
Oh, now that's impressive.
Oh. Aiden, you're not a fan of football, eh? Are you into any other sports at all? Besides football? What? £2, 65 quid from £2 is quite a good return. I'd say as well that you've probably picked, I don't know who Scotland or Poland are playing, but I'd probably think they would win their games because it's friendlies. They normally play teams that aren't as good. so they should win. Should hopefully have 65 quid by the end of the night, mate. Oh, one more shot.
Come on, baby, we can still work this out.
You disgust me.
How many times a week do you go to the gym, Aiden? Oh my goodness, this game. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do the share play the manual way because I've not set up a replay buffer.
Yeah, I'll just hang here for a while.
Oh yeah, it's criminal how Southgate is still in the job. I don't understand how people can defend being like, oh, he got us to finals and semi-finals. I'm like, yeah, but the teams he played to get there were shit. Like it it means nothing. I think he's played 24 sort of teams within the top 10 FIFA rankings. He's only won 4 out of the 24 games he's played against them, which just isn't good enough for a manager. It's just because the FA like yes men. That's it. Playing Northern Ireland and getting beat. Oh no. Hopefully you can pull that back in the second half. There's actually I don't know why it was kind of funny, but somebody at work was on like the BBC Sport page, and if you look at the right back for Northern Ireland, he plays for Sunderland. He's number 2. They were like, oh, apparently like Leon, that looks like you, and I was like, I mean, fair enough. So yeah, if you're watching the game and you see the number 2 right back, I don't know what his name is, but apparently I look like him. 2 to 3 times a week, that's decent. Do you do like any special kind of like training that you do? Like, do you, like, at the minute I've kind of like moved away from resistance training, got really bored of it, and I've started doing kettlebell workouts with one of my friends, and it's just so much fun. That's a weird thing to say about the gym, but yeah, I just got really burnt out from resistance training and lifting weights, and kettlebells just works everything, and I just feel like it's more of a natural strength I'm building.
I don't feel so good. And there's the other one.
See, I don't want to say I was shocked about the sort of levels of OVS and how like in depth it is. It may not be, but from going from just streaming directly from my PlayStation 5 and having the ability to, alright, Doctor Strange, like having the ability to just even add the YouTube chat overlay is such a simple but nice feature. And I was like also looking at how you can like integrate Discord and also like Spotify as well on different audio tracks. And I mean, do tell me if it's a simple thing, but I was kind of wowed by it. I was like, wow. Okay, I see. I see. But that's when one of my friends first started the gym, he was like quite underweight as well, and yeah, I think he was just taking in a lot of calories, sort of like, I think he may have taken like weight gainer for a little bit just to sort of help with like his gym gains, and he, like, I'm talking about when he was like what, 16 or 17, when he was a lot younger. So yeah, he done that for a little bit of weight gainer and just like sort of like overeating, but like in a healthy way. And And yeah, now he's like really sort of like in a good a good zone, I guess, of sort of like muscle to, I don't know, just looks good. If that makes sense. But yeah, I'm sure you'll build muscle in no time, mate. Just got to stick to it. Have you just started going to the gym? Like just like got into it or got back into it? So I kind of go through phases where I just am not motivated to go at all.
Would it kill you to do a better job killing them? I hate waiting.
Yeah, man, I'm sure you'll get there someday. Just a bit of patience and hard work, and you'll be good.
Hey, what's your blood type? Nope, can't teleport yet. I hate waiting. Recharge effort. Hate cooldown. Would it kill you to do a better job killing them?
Oh, finally, those guys were tough. Oh, nice. I was gonna say, what month are we in now? March, almost April. That's like a good solid 4 months. If you started back up in January, so a solid amount of time to lay some foundations. Good stuff. I would really like some ammunition.
Think one guy is gonna stop me?
Ah. Oh, there's ammo down there. Let me kill this guy. Ah! There we go.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Ah!
I hate cooldowns.
Oh, fuck.
Now with ninja slice and dice attack.
Oh no, don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. That teleport thing is so handy. Yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, I know it. Oh my god, don't die, don't die, don't die. Ah! I know what you mean, like when you finally see the, what the fuck, leave me alone. Yeah, when you finally see like the hard work paying off, it's such a rewarding thing. Yeah, it's a really good feeling as well. Yeah, I remember sort of like early on into my sort of journey when I was a bit younger. It's once you've got those kind of like foundations built, it kind of is like always there. So like whether I do like a lot of running and like my weight fluctuates from going like skinnier to bigger and whatnot, I've now always kind of got like that foundation of like, I don't want to call it like a boob, but like here there's kind of like a line. I guess it's just your pectoral muscle, but there's kind of like a line indented that's always almost there. You just need to either like lose weight for me or like put weight or muscle back on. Like it's really easy to sort of like the muscle memory in a way. And it's the same for like my triceps. Like when I finally got like the clear distinction between triceps and biceps, I was so gassed. Oh, why is he being sick?
Actually have the lamest power.
Ew.
Right where I want you.
We've been like flushed away. Ah! There's got to be an achievement associated to collecting all of these blimmin' things. Wonder if... Let's see if there is. There's got to be. There are so... I've not even looked at this. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, okay, there's no way you can collect all of these unless you have like a magnet on. Ah! Oh shit, I didn't realise I was taking damage. Ah! 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 Oh fuck. I think that was my first death and it probably came at like the easiest fucking mini game. Just sums me up really. I tell you what, I should be built different in terms of mini games after slogging through so many in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Should be a pro at mini games by now. So if you just joined the stream as well, we're going through a blind playthrough of Deadpool, going for the platinum. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is having a good evening. What I'm gonna do as well is I'm
Hey there, Captain Douche. You know, I don't appreciate you killing my target before I could.
gonna tweet out another tweet to let people know that we are still streaming.
What the hell? Why is this happening?
Come, Blockbuster. Genosha awaits.
Psylocke? Domino? Boner? Engaged? What are you ex-babes doing here? We'd probably know if we'd read the original script.
Deadpool, you need to listen to me. Mr. Sinister has taken over Chance
Hard
White's
to
cell.
believe we used to date her.
Why'd you dump her? She's hot.
Not as hot as Psylocke.
Were you even paying attention?
Wolverine? Rogue? Hey, you're here too? I reading the script.
Like the girl said, we gotta go to Genosha if we're gonna stop Mr. Sinister from...
Wait, Genosha the island? Hey, we'll have to fly there. Are we taking the Blackbird? Oh, I always wanted to fly the Blackbird.
No goddamn way.
Deadpool, quit fooling around.
These cinematics. Are people excited for the Deadpool 3 movie? I feel like Marvel has been in such a awful state in recent years. I think the Deadpool film is going to be conscious of that, but I also think it probably could save Marvel if they play their cards right. Like sort of post Deadpool 3 and how they navigate things.
Yeah, but we crashed on Genosha. It seems our
No worries, Aiden.
little more than
Hope to catch you in a bit. Thanks for hanging out so far. I'm sure I'll be around by the time you're back.
wake up.
Bitch slap.
Rise and shine, Stubby. Wake up. Up and at it. Fine then. That's for all the clown boys. That's for never calling just to say hi. That's because I get aroused when I slap people. That's for all the furry midgets in the world. That's because I feel like it. Why won't you wake up? Wake up. That's because the player keeps mashing the button. That's because I like slapping fleshy things with this hand. That's for being in more comics than me. That's for making me love you. That's for making me hate you.
Sorry, just had to record that because I've stopped the the recording itself.
Looks like we're flying solo, boy. Wolverine! My healing factor came from his DNA. So we're like twins, except he's short and furry, and he smells funny. He loves it when people ask him if they can fly the Blackbird. He's got these awesome adamantium claws that cut through anything, including my body when I piss him off.
I didn't know that
It's as if the
Deadpool
next
was
section was designed
made
that
from Wolverine's genes. Don't know how true that is. If what they said in here is true, then that's
Wow,
pretty
is that
cool.
a sentinel? Sure is. Impressive, right?
You can see how they could destroy this entire
Oh, we can buy health and stuff. That's quite helpful.
Mutants. Here comes Sinister's lackeys. Guess they saw our Blackbird's, landing?
Wasn't exactly so.
Yeah, great. You stabbed somebody. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Deadpool's one of the things where it's like I've only seen that, like, he's such a cool character in the films. I assume that the comics would be just as fun to read. And as well, this game came out like quite a long time ago, the PS3 version. I'm surprised I've not played it, because obviously this is given, I guess, backstory or canon to the character, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, like, I've not even seen the X-Men. Like, they're meant to be really good films, but it's just a bit before my time in a way. I mean, saying that, I did watch and enjoy like the Raimi Spider-Man movies, but I just felt like X-Men were just a bit too old for me when they were sort of coming out in the early 2000s. Didn't really make much sense to me, and I didn't really find them cool as such. Definitely more into Spider-Man and Batman. But like, even I know a lot of the comics that are like with Spider-Man and Deadpool as well, so that'd be really cool to see how, or if they ever linked up in a film together. Like, they've got the opportunity to do so many cool things with Marvel. It's just whether they do or not. Yeah. I think it's just in America, but there's like this thing called Spider Mondays or something, where they're like showing every single one of the Spider-Man films in like order. So Raimi, The Amazing Spider-Man, and obviously the new Marvel ones with Tom Holland. They're like showing them like every Monday, sort of starting in mid-April. But I don't know if it's a UK thing or just an American thing. But like I never saw the Raimi films in cinema, just because I don't know, I just never really went to the cinema when I was younger. So it'd be really cool to like, I only watched them on DVD or video. However I watched it back in the day, I'm not quite sure. But it'd be really cool to see them like on a big cinema screen. But yeah, man, the Raimi ones are awesome films. I keep seeing rumours on Twitter as well popping up about potentially there being a fourth Raimi Spider-Man. And I just think as well, with like all of the things that he would have, like budget, and how sort of like effects have moved forward, it would honestly be such a good film to make a Spider-Man 4, especially with like how much everybody loved the cameos in No Way Home. I think that's the last one they were in together. I do have to say though, it is quite a controversial opinion, but I've really enjoyed Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Like, I feel like it could be a bit too extreme to say he's the best Spider-Man, but like, he was just so underappreciated, and even I like didn't fuck with it in my teenage years. I was like, oh yeah, fuck that, like, it's not the Raimi films. But oh my goodness, I just got shredded. Yeah, like, I really enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man films. Just the films weren't so great. It was more so that Andrew Garfield's acting is just, he's such a good actor, and he's so enthusiastic as Spider-Man, which is really good. But like, for instance, like with the Venom film, I know that I think it's the last, like Venom 3 is the last one they're going to do, but like, they could so easily bring Andrew Garfield back into, you know, that world, or the Sony-verse, or whatever how they've split it up. Just so many different things that they can do, so many options, so many choices. Yeah, again, like all of the Star Wars, aren't they showing them like all in one day? Again, this is probably an American thing, but I think they're showing like all of the films in a day or something. I don't even know if that's possible. To show all 9 films in a day. I'm sure a lot of people will probably leave though, after the sort of like first 6. But a rollout they've been doing as well on like the Empire State Building, this looks so sick for the Star Wars, like projecting the like posters.
Checklist. Pain. Run.
I hate when games do that. They just like just go like black screen. You're like, have I broken the game? I like the introductions they're doing to characters. Play what the fuck is Cable?
Cable? Hey, man out of time. What are you doing here?
We haven't seen him since our run in the comics together.
Oh, I love reunions.
Wait, I need you to listen closely. I've time traveled
I
from
was gonna say in the films this geezer's like just full steel, isn't he? Or whatever he's made out of.
Before he starts boring us with his dire warning from the future crap.
Sinister has knocked out the X-Men by broadcast.
We may want to pay attention. This could explain a critical.
The survival of Earth entirely depends on which all hinges on you, Wade. Now here's the critical part.
It's so boring.
Damn it, Wade!
Oh my.
Oh, man, that hurt. So, we give Cable the slip?
Looks like he left a note.
What does it say?
Idiot, meet me at the north end of the city.
What? Who the hell is Cable to give us orders in our game?
Yes, if you don't arrive within 1 hour, you'll miss the incredibly large
Breasted naked woman who claims to be your biggest fan?
Don't fall for that one again.
But what if Cable means it this time? We can't take that chance. Large-breasted naked fan lady, we're on our way.
Oh shit. Oops. Oh, that is quite a cool momentum move. I've not seen anything on it yet. I know people have been playing it, but what's the consensus on the new South Park Snow Day game? Because I have to say I wasn't a fan of the 3D kind of art style, but I don't want to take away because it could actually be a good game. Don't know how the platinum would be for that.
Money in the bank. Hey, you guys see a cute girl walk by here who seems like she might be into a dude who's horribly disfigured? Take great bet.
I really don't hope I've wasted this ammo on these little guys and like a big boss will spawn. That would be awful.
A lot of these window lickers look the same. Suppose they're related?
Could be clones.
Or brothers? They're gonna be shy a few place settings next Christmas.
As well, I've not actually said this for the entire stream, which is quite poor from a streamer's perspective. If you haven't already, if you could like the video, that would be super sick. I don't know how many likes are on, but if we could, I normally set a target of 5 likes. If you're watching this as a VOD, drop a like. I normally put a poll in the chat as well that people vote downwards and hate on, which I respect. For me not reaching 5 likes, but I've obviously pinned the this guy is ugly. Oh. Peanut head. Oh, there's 2 of them. Shit. Yeah, I've pinned the little message for the new set. Oh my goodness, get me out. I'm stun locked. Oh, can you believe that?
This will not end well. Stupid teleport recharge.
I'm so glad that the flashbangs don't actually hurt me. Not hurt me, but blind me. I can't believe how close I came to getting these. Cool, dudes. I hope you get back safe from work, and I may be on. Probably be on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in and helping out with some of the stream settings. Really appreciate it. How do I regen? Okay, there we go.
Maybe not. If that hit you in the chest, I'm sorry. Aiming for your crotch.
It's not me. It's you.
Oh no! What the fuck do you mean? Oh my god. Seems that since I've stopped recording the stream, everything has appeared to happen. I can't believe that. Like, I was taking the licks from all of those shots prior.
Can't teleport yet.
Right, I can take those, but I mean maybe because it was a close AoE attack. Oh my, leave me.
How many bullets are in your head so far?
Come on. No, 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 no. There we go.
All right, if I was a hot man, where would I be?
Probably someplace less infested with bad guys.
Good point. Let's make our way up.
Yeah, I don't actually know how long this game is. I know there's obviously 2 playthroughs that need to be done, and seeing as I'm struggling on easy, I can only imagine the hard mode is quite difficult.
He shoots, he scores.
I hate cooldowns.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining the stream, I know that I've tweeted it out recently, so hopefully you've stopped watching the awful, awful England performance and watching a slightly better performance in Deadpool. Anything is better than the England team under Southgate at the minute, though. Yeah, I guess once you get more upgrades and stuff, the game probably will become a lot easier. Ooh, out. Which does make sense, so maybe the hard mode won't actually be too impossible. Let's just do a bit more exploring, because those tokens are mighty handy. Okay, what does this... what do they do? Okay, let's head up. So yeah, I don't really have a set time of when I'll be streaming till, which is probably like the worst thing you can hear from somebody streaming without having a structure.
To find a way to get to the surface.
I'll probably be on for about another hour, maybe hour and a half, essentially whenever my AirPods die, because that's how I'm listening to the game sound. So they've probably got about an hour or so's amount of juice left in them.
Mexican.
Um,
Good call.
but yeah, what, an hour will take it to 9? Yeah, I'll probably wrap up about 9:30 England time. UK GMT, whatever you wanna call it. But yeah, as a first stream back, the sort of like viewership things are quite good on OBS. Like I can see that I know the stream's good, but it's actually excellent. I'm assuming that relates to the sort of like streaming quality or like connection speed. Obviously, it is also talking about me because I'm so sick. But yeah, like being able to see that on the stream is super helpful. I'm meant to go over here. So yeah, it's really helpful to see that, and then also it tells me like the total amount of views. So we've had 20 views throughout the stream so far, which is so amazing. Obviously there's been some like consistent people that have been in since the start and like dropped in and out, so thank you for that. But even if people have like clicked on the video, yeah, some people just I guess click on the videos and I'm not really too sure how the screen locks on there. I'm having to aim that myself. But yeah, like even like 20 people have like clicked the video is pretty crazy, I think. It's like 20 individual people have somehow found this video and then clicked on it. Whether they've decided to stay is a different matter. That's for me to figure out how to be better. But it's still pretty cool, I can't lie. They're just 20 people. Whether I don't even know like how many people from the channel actually watch, because like the channel is kind of backdated. Like my original
That thing doesn't look like it takes VHS.
power cell.
Let's see if we can find something to put in here.
So like my original sort of like YouTube channel was built on Call of Duty videos, and I left the channel dormant for some time because of it. I mean, I think it's having a little head start's always good, but I don't think it really is
This looks
done too much, because all of the people that probably subscribed from years ago probably don't even use their accounts or care for the channel anymore. So it's, I don't know.
Joke about us putting our thing in that thing.
I should mean that's right.
What's the sound of one robotic arm clapping?
Dubstep.
Dubstep. This game's definitely old if it's referencing that.
That one is prime jumping material.
Think they call that a glory hole.
So yeah, like whenever I release a video and I look at sort of like returning subscribers, it has increased since I've built up this like new trophy, do we say community in a way? Like this new sort of I guess rebrand of the channel. There's definitely some like reoccurring subs that watch the videos, but like the majority of the channel is just, I don't want to say like random views, but obviously just like the algorithm I guess pushing the video and people finding the channel that way, like through suggested things, which is quite cool. Just the whole concept of how people find videos is pretty awesome,
Skin-tight bodysuit.
and it is nice to see as well that YouTube are actually pushing, in some instances, smaller content creators. While that is a good thing, it also can be a bad thing, because sometimes you do get recommended some questionable videos, but I think it's great that everyone still gets their chance to pop up on your feed. Like I've subscribed to quite a few people recently that like have made like one really good video, and I can just tell that their channels, like they're sitting at like a couple K for instance, which is still quite, it's a lot to me having like over 1,000 subs, but obviously in the grand scheme of things it's not the biggest amount. But I've seen a few accounts like that. I've caught like wind of one of their videos like quite early, and then their channel was just like blew up to like loads more subs and obviously views, which is so fantastic to see. The YouTube algorithm discovering people, I guess. Oh, the jiggle mechanics. If only Nostromo was here.
That's what that was about. But I don't want to know. Time is short. We need to get you to Magneto's old citadel across the island.
Stupid fantasy.
Don't worry. Let the real girl someday. This is our game. Wade, are you listening? Don't even bother with that security tower. Sinister is up there broadcasting his...
Whoa, 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 hold up. Mr. Sinister is up there? As in the S-hole who killed that other A-hole who was my contract? One side, Summers. I got me some business to finish.
Damn it, Wade, stop! We don't have time to mess with the security towers.
Clear the troops guarding Mr. Sinister's tower. I'm still like really confused to what the plot of this game is, but you know.
Look at that swagger. That's great, eh?
How is that guy not seeing me? Oh yeah, there we go. I was hoping to get the stealth kill, but I kind of goobered that one up.
I know I said just the tip, but come on. Teleport recharge.
It does feel quite nice to play a different game, because I've just been playing Final Fantasy so much recently. I don't want to say, like, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time, but it's kind of, I don't know, if you put 80 hours into something, it is quite a big portion of time, and it's like there's almost some kind of burnout there. And it's like I'm just doing the post-game content, so it's nice to like be able to chill to a different game. I also picked up RoboCop, like the new one, in like a sale like a month or so ago, and I was going to do it for the sort of challenge video that I've alluded to, but decided to do a different game instead that I also wanted to play. So yeah, that was probably going to be like the schedule of games. I'm going to do Deadpool, maybe, you know, have some multiplayer games here and there sprinkled in, which is just a bit of fun. And then probably RoboCop, if I don't play it solo first. Ah, there's the enemy.
Shoot, that was my favorite bullet. Can you send it back? Or just don't lose it. I'm coming over. Hey, you want to shoot things? Find some ammo.
Nice.
Cha-ching.
Where are these enemies coming in from? Oh, they're down there.
Can't teleport yet. Try again.
This game gives me like Star Wars The Unleashed vibes, just with kind of the way that the game looks and kind of like, I don't know, like the colours and shit. That game I'd love. I know you can, I think, stream it on PlayStation like Premium, which I don't actually have anymore, so I don't think it's worth it. But that'd be so cool to see that if it ever came to like a PlayStation 4 like port. Like, I'm surprised they've just not remastered both of the games. Like, it seems like something that would be so. I don't know much about game development, but it just seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Like, people would obviously pick that up because they were. I don't know. They felt like they were good games back in the day, but nostalgia is a terrible, terrible drug. Ooh. Uh oh.
Oh, your brains are running away from you.
Damn it, Wade! What the hell are you doing?
Ah, it's about time you joined the party, Summers.
You've drawn the attention of every enemy in the area.
Outstanding! We could use a workup.
What rhymes with guns? Think on that while I shoot you.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've not done like a Force Unleashed 3. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know if it's licensing or just they just don't want to. But yeah, I'm surprised they've just. I don't want to say milk a franchise, but it's kind of like, kind of got the foundations. You may as well. I'm sure people would love it as well. Don't know if anybody in the chat remembers the Star Wars Unleashed games. Would you welcome like a remake, not a remake, but like a remaster of like the two games and maybe a new entry? I'm sure people would love that. Oh, nice. Nice bit of dodging there.
Wonder the cops are always blasting with these things. Shotguns rock!
There's always like a lot of stuff as well about KOTOR, and that's the old. Oh, get me out of this flipping corner, would you? Yeah. No, 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 no! Run, 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 run. Cause yeah, that again, I played it when I was younger, and I've tried to go back, but I don't know. It definitely seemed a lot cooler when I was younger because it was like customizable and like being able to use lightsabers and stuff. But I definitely think if that game was just remade in just a new engine and looked good, it would make an absolute killing. And as well, I don't know if, because it's kind of been in a bit of development hell, with just people not wanting to pick up the project, but I think the recent success of Baldur's Gate 3 just goes to show, because the Knights of the Old Republic kind of use like a Dungeons and Dragons dice system, from what I can recall. So I think that with the success of Baldur's Gate 3, you know, if they wanted to take that style of the gameplay, they definitely could. Or they could just turn it into any modern game, but without that. But yeah, do I have to go up here maybe? Where do I need to go? What I am gonna do is buy some health. Where do I go? Ah, I see a hole in here. That was quite cheeky.
what do we do with this?
Well, we should open it.
We could win $1 billion. Spin it to win it. Oh.
Magnetic apocalypse. That can't be good.
$1 billion would be nice.
That game was a total bust. Whatever. Won't keep us from that douche nozzle Sinister.
Nobody takes our contract.
Assuming I've got to parkour my way up. Oh, it's on the other side, of course. Shock. Oh wait.
These platforms don't feel very stable.
Your mom doesn't feel very stable. Alright, time to make my own luck. $1 billion, here we come. What? A cow? Nice try, Wheel.
Oh, if only we could stop doing boobies.
What the hell? Almost there. It's time to make Sinister pay for...
Pay for what? Following the script?
The script says we go kill him, so let's get to it.
Oh shit. I'm not quite sure where I'm meant to go up to. Oh goodness me. Okay, so it's neither there. Oh my god, why am I so bad at this? I thought as well that they would knock you off before you had like a certain time before they like fell. Clearly not.
How profound. Shit, this storm is really picking up. All right, Sinister. Time to pay the and what the hell happened to you?
That looks very uncomfortable.
You,
Me?
Deadpool, you repulsive, putrid mutate. Destroying this tower will do nothing to stop my plans to instill genetic perfection upon this world. Nothing you do will stop my master
I like how you're just reading the script.
Are you stuck in there?
No, that would be ridiculous.
Oh, so then you would.
Oh, what's up, Aiden? Good to see you back, my guy.
What are you doing? No, don't touch that!
I don't know about you, but...
What the fuck?
Wait! What does this one do? Ah! Oh, dang time!
I'd love to tell you what you may have or may not have missed, Aiden, but in all honesty, I don't really know what's happened. We met up with Cable, I don't know if you saw this, he's in the movies. And then we just had like some really, really long sort of like fighting sequences where nothing really happened. We've kind of hit a bit of a climax here, or a cutscene.
Seriously, roll credits. We're done here.
Well, thanks for coming to the stream.
Damn, Summers. What'd you have for breakfast? Smells like tacos.
You like tacos, Wade?
No, you know.
What the fuck is this game?
Samantha? Oh, she makes the best.
Wade, what if you could never eat one of Samantha's tacos? Ever again.
What you talking about, Summer?
Mr. Sinister is going to kill Samantha. destroy all her tacos. And everyone else on this planet, unless you stop him.
Shit just got real.
Indeed.
So, we going back-to-back train style on this one?
No. I can't stay. I'm fighting my own battles in the future, all of which hinge on what you do here and now. Anyway, the real Mr. Sinister is holed up on Magneto's old citadel, on the far side of the island. Easily a day's walk, so we better...
Fuck walking. Get ready for Plan Awesome.
If you insist on me building this thing, then I'll need 2 parts. My readings show the first one is that way.
Muchos chimichangas, amigo. Yo, Summers! Thought you said this was the way to go. Door's locked. What the hell, Summers?
I learned it by watching you, all right?
Deadpool's your second favorite MCU series, so you don't know anything. Yeah, like I really enjoy the movies, but I don't actually know too much about Deadpool that much. I don't know if he was here when you caught it, but apparently his regenerative powers come from Wolverine or something. It's got some of his DNA in him. If you knew that, I didn't.
Who are you supposed to be?
What's your Ow! Where did they come from? What's your favourite MCU series? Or Marvel, or I guess anything. What's like your number one? And it could be a silly question, but do you prefer Marvel or DC? Or like them both? I think they've both got their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah.
Aha! That sentinel part thingy we need.
Great. Let's get it.
Yeah, Guardians is a
Big hands.
good series, like really fun and light-hearted. I'm inclined to
Be such a downer.
agree with that. That was a good choice. And Black Widow. It's a choice you don't always hear. Again, quite a cool character, very sort of like underrated in a way.
Okay, let's find a thing to put this thing in.
Yeah, see, I definitely think that Marvel is better than DC, but I do love Batman. But I think, again, I just think the way that DC have the way that DC have just done things in recent times has just been a bit rubbish. But then saying that, the way that Marvel's been recently has been quite rubbish as well. But yeah, just I think with DC, Batman is for me sort of like up there, one of my favourite superheroes, if you can say that. But yeah, in terms of the rest of DC, I couldn't really care less, in all honesty. Ah, so you played the wow, 1.5k hours in the Avengers game. That's a lot of hours. I know a lot of people didn't really didn't really like it, but the don't worry, I don't English all the time myself. It's fine. I do not England. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of time in that game. I've tried it out a little bit, but I don't know, I just didn't really get into it. I just wasn't a fan of just how it played. Yo, Stromo, welcome back, my guy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I just think Batman is just such like he could. I don't think I'm even crazy in saying this. I think he could probably take on all of the Marvel universe and win somehow. It's just he's so smart and also rich. That helps. A bit like Iron Man. But yeah, just like physical ability, he's got it. Rich. What else? And he's just super smart. Yeah, Batman is the GOAT. See, Moon Knight is quite a cool character as well. I quite enjoyed the Moon Knight series. That came out ages ago though, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they're ever going to make another season. But from what I saw of that, I did enjoy that series. Who becomes a god, Batman or Moon Knight? I'm inclined to think Batman probably becomes a god.
We need to find a way to get that part up there for Cable.
See, I don't know if Moon Knight came out during lockdown. It definitely came out at a time where there wasn't like much good TV, so I was like really looking forward to it.
Why do we need this again?
Yeah, is the actor's name like Oscar? Something? Is he Oscar? So, yeah, he's a very good actor. I do like him. But yeah, like I think it was the trailer for Moon Knight that sold me. That I was just like, oh, this is so sort of like mysterious. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's sort of like got an alter ego, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm not too familiar with the comics of Moon Knight, but it seems like there's so much stuff that they like material that they have to use. So they barely really scratched the surface with the show, unfortunately. Hopefully if it gets another season they can do a lot more, but like he's got so many different alter egos, and I want to say that he interacts with Spider-Man as well, which is always fun when characters interact with Spider-Man, because I love Spider-Man. There's a Midnight Suns game that came onto PlayStation Plus this month. I don't know whether to try it out. I think it's quite a good game, but I have no idea like what it actually is or plays like. So I don't know whether to play it or not.
Yep, that's what dead tastes like. Enjoy.
So what? That means Moon Knight came out in 2022 and 24. Wow, I thought it came out a bit longer than that. Wow. Surely a season 2 must be on the way. I don't even know if it's been renewed for a season 2, but surely like 2 years is a long time not to get a follow-up season for a show.
Excellent. You're one step closer to your demise. There is another part I need before we can get started.
I'll tell you one thing that I'm super excited for though is the Punisher. Not the Punisher, Daredevil. Hopefully the Punisher's in the new Daredevil show. But yeah, I really enjoyed the original run it had on Netflix, just of how gritty it was with like the fight scenes and stuff. I think that's the difference between DC and Marvel, is that DC probably is just naturally a little bit more darker and almost adult, whereas Marvel can kind of be seen as kid friendly. So sort of as I've grown up and you have exposure to being able to watch like Deadpool, which is obviously an 18, and like The Punisher and even Daredevil, it's just so much nicer to see them grittier TV shows that don't fall into the sort of like having to tick the boxes of sort of almost a family friendly film in a way. So yeah, I'm really excited for that show to come out whenever it does. Hopefully it's really good. Like, retaining the original cast was such a big thing. Okay, so it's a card game. That's interesting. I was gonna say I've really been enjoying playing Queen's Blood in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how much that counts as a card game, but that was really fun to play. So yeah, I think if it's easy enough to like kind of grasp the basic concept, then I don't have a problem with card games. There's something as well that's a little bit different, so it's nice to not relax to, but just play something new, I guess.
Wow, these shoes are gorgeous. There's the other Sentinel part cable leads. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, you are one lucky guy. That would have taken most people's head clean off. Can't teleport yet. Ready now.
I keep forgetting now I've got different weapons. Keep just like using one and then not changing. Alright, please do not shoot. Oh, it's good to know it's easy to cross. Maybe I'll check it out in a bit more depth. I do kind of hate this, hate's probably a strong word, but just now when I'm playing games I'm kind of just in that mode of being conscious of platinums and like trophy lists. Like, for instance, I think it will show it. Okay, it's not synced everything, but okay, wow. Because I'm offline, the PlayStation's not synced the trophy, so I can't see. But it's like, it's really nice when you've got like so many platinums in a row, and it's kind of sort of like frustrating sometimes, or a bit of like OCD when you see like a game that's on a low percentage and you have no intention of getting the platinum. So I do kind of think about games. I kind of think, oh, am I going to get the platinum? Do I really want to play it for not getting the platinum? Which kind of does suck in a way, so I probably should just care a little bit less, which I'm going to try and do, and just play more games, I guess.
Hey, it's our favorite power cell.
50 hours, yeah. I mean, that's decent to be fair. I think the main thing about a trophy list for me is just that you have fun while doing it, which I guess you can kind of take for granted sometimes. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of having to replay games again in like New Game Plus. I know that this game requires you to go back and play it on the hardest difficulty, which when I get to that I may have something to say about it. But yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of trophy lists like that. But if it's just more so of a like you play 50 hours but it's like, I don't know, is it online, or I don't know how it works, but it's kind of like it's just a bit of an endless thing, so there isn't an end. I feel like I'm just waffling nonsense. I'll be quiet. Oh, nice. That was pretty cool.
Deadpool 3, bathrooms 0.
I feel like I'm gonna have to shoot that again, right? Oh, it's not going online. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, online trophies, if a game is an online game, I'm happy that there's like having online trophies for an online game is completely fine. But I don't know whose YouTube video it was. It was one of the bigger guys, and he was talking about trophy lists that he doesn't like. And I was in complete agreement because he was saying that if a single player game predominantly has like online trophies, it's just the worst. Like the Far Cry games that just shoehorn in like co-op based trophies, I find so frustrating. I just think there's just no need in trophy lists really.
Really? A shotgun? Can you be more of a noob? Pommel horse!
Oh, that's not so bad if you can speedrun the second playthrough. So have I got this right? It's like it's a card game, but it's got like a story mode. Have I got that right?
Hey, cool down. Yep. Try again.
So I mean, if it's a card game, one would assume that it's never like no playthrough is going to be the same. I don't know how the structure of the game works. Technically, no two playthroughs of any game is the same, but you get my drift. Like if I replay this Deadpool game, I know that the outcome's going to be the same, but in card games you could get a different hand of cards or whatnot. Last of Us, yeah, maybe I'll take a look at that then, because playing a card game with a story mode is quite interesting. Like I played, what was it called? I think it was like Dodgeball Academia or something, and it was like a turn-based dodgeball game that had like a story mode that was quite cool. Very weird concept, but like I enjoyed that because it's different. So I'll check out Midnight Suns and just give it a whirl and see how I get on. The Last of Us trophies were brutal. Is that the PlayStation 3 version of The Last of Us, or there's so many different versions, I've lost track. Yeah, I'll take a look at some of the content, mate, and that'll probably be easier than me trying to imagine in my head. Yeah, I do recall some of the Last of Us trophies being a bit of a bitch. I know like there's the PlayStation 3 version which had, was it Factions, the PvP mode? I remember playing that back in the day. And then I know The Last of Us got remastered on PS4, but I've not played that, so I don't know if that's got online trophies. And then they remade it again for PS5. So, and that is a game that is so good, but I've only played it once. I've only ever played one playthrough on the PlayStation 3. I think I started the remastered version on PlayStation 4, but played through like the intro and just turned it off. I don't know why. I feel like it just didn't play. PS3 and 4 are the same. So far, super easy. Yeah, I just turned on the PS4 remake, like the PS3 one that you're on about, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Like I felt like I played it and I had such a good time with it. I was like, I don't really want to play this game again because it just doesn't. It could leave a bad memory. Because like the memory I have of The Last of Us, while it's very vague, I did enjoy it. I do think the logical step for me is probably to play the like the PS5 remake. That's probably like the optimal way to play that game now. And as well, like I've not even played part 2. Is it part 2? Like I've not played the part 2. Obviously, when the massive story point of Last of Us Part 2, like it got leaked, and I was like, oh well, I know what happens now. I know that's like quite a minor part of the story in the grand scheme of things, but I was like, don't need to play that now. Now that I know what happens to a certain somebody. Playing Survivor difficulty is a must. Feels like. Yeah, I think that'd be quite fun playing it on Survivor. Like you kind of can immerse yourself in the world because that's like when the supplies are like really hard to come by, right? It's kind of like playing Alien Isolation on Nightmare. Sounds like. So Aiden, I was talking about I've played the original on PlayStation 3 like when I was a kid, and then on PlayStation 4 I tried to play the remaster, and just I don't know, I just didn't really get on with it, and I couldn't really be bothered to play it, so I just never bothered playing it. So I think I'm gonna play part one. So is that a remake because it's part one? Not really too sure. Whatever came out most recently is what I plan to play, but I think I'll wait because it's in so many different parts. I may just wait for all of the parts to become available. Because are they not remaking like The Last of Us 2, the one that just follows like Ellie and is it Ellie and the other girl? Oh, I mean, it's good to know that it holds up great. Yes. I should definitely. It's just one of them things on the list. I should go back and play them. I just don't. Right, what have we destroyed here? Okay, up there. I was going to go in the complete wrong direction. So are they gonna... So, I'm probably being silly here. So part one's out, part two's out. Is that the entire first game done then? Am I right in thinking that? So then all they need to do is remake stroke upgrade The Last of Us 2. So that is the first game done, if that makes sense. Because if it's all done, I'd probably play it like back to back. Because I understand some people as well didn't want to play the Final Fantasy VII remake because it was going to be in 3 parts, which I completely understand as well. You kind of want to play like a seamless experience. I was just too excited for that, and there's no way that I was waiting like 8 years to play 3 games. Part 1 and Part 2 are 2 separate games. I'm so I'm so confused of how many different parts. Right, let me investigate. Let me see what's on Amazon to buy. Last of Us Part 2. Oh. Okay, so all of the games are 10. Okay, so there's no excuse for me not to play them then if both parts are out. Because I remember as well, I was trying to look at it because I've got a disc PlayStation 5. I was trying to think of a cheap way to do it. Because if you own The Last of Us 2, you get like a free upgrade, or you have to pay like £5 or £10 to upgrade. So that could work out cheaper than buying a full game. So the same story, good enough to end, don't you need to go? 2 games, but they named the second one Part 2 and they remade the first one Part 2. Entire's not... Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, are they making a third one? There's so much like news that I see about Naughty Dog. I know that they cancelled like the online Last of Us game that they were working on, sadly, which is a shame because that did sound quite cool. Yeah, £5 upgrade. Bit of a no-brainer, that, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have to see if I can pick it up on a sale. Because as well, despite the people complaining about, I think I've got this right, part 2 story, or the second half of the story, with obviously the shit that goes down. I know a lot of people complained about that, but I'm not, as sad as it is to lose a major character, I wasn't actually that like phased by it. Like, it just gives an opportunity to new characters, which is also quite cool. But yeah, like, a lot of people are quite, I guess, narrow-minded. Like, I've seen some good like video essays about like the stories. Okay, so they're doing a third one. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to, like, I'm kind of familiar with like the basic plot of everything. It would just be interesting to see where they go for a third game, because it kind of seemed like it ended on a bit of a nice note, if you could say that.
Summers, here's the last part you need. Now let's roll up.
Wrong franchise, buddy. Wade, this has got to be the dumbest idea you've ever had. The risk is considerable.
These like is it an elemental thing that they're building or working on, aren't they? Wasn't that from like the Marvels film? Like, and there's like giant, was that a Batman nod? That was soundtrack. Like these massive elemental things. There's like a big thing in like, is it the Marvels film? It was like the first thing of the new phase, and like Harry Styles was at the end of it. But like just in like the middle of the ocean, there was like a massive like dead body of one of these elemental things, and it's just never been touched on in like any of the other recent Marvel films. That there's just a massive giant godlike robot in the sea. Could be wrong. I don't know if they're the same thing.
We totally meant to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna call bullshit.
The plan also include getting the attention of every baddie in the area?
Hey, bad guys, time out for a sec. Need to fix our booth.
Okay, yeah, so it is the Eternals film. I was right. We're gonna do Captain America. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. All of that button mashing reminded me of Helldivers Up Down. We're saving Super Earth, chat.
Oh, that worked out a little better.
Missile barrage. Yeah, I saw for the Bucky. Is it Sebastian Stan, the actor that plays him, isn't gonna be coming back, which is quite a shame. He's quite a good actor. Yeah, maybe they explain it with the timelines between the Eternals film and the new Captain America, but I don't know, it just feels like so much has passed, like they introduced it a bit too early maybe. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of that film. I thought it was quite doo-doo. I think after that film, wasn't it like the fourth film or something like that, where like Christian Bale's the like villain, and I thought there was so much potential for his like villain and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, they kind of tried to make the film very jokey. Oh my god. Yeah, like they tried to make the fourth film, I mean, it is quite humorous, but I don't know, I just feel like they kind of forced it a little bit, and it was almost unfunny.
There were a lot of expensive setups in that level. Hope Peter's okay with the budget.
Budget? Oh, we'll show him budget. Watch this. Hey, there's
So I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream in just a second after this cutscene, because I think that's a chapter that we've just completed.
being upside down is fun.
Ah, the sweet southern belle from Mississippi.
Rogue is hotter than the sun in the summertime. She says she'll be. Rogue absorbs the skills, powers, memories, and anything else through skin-on-skin contact. Yeah, I can get down some skin-on-skin contact.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel only really do comedy good with like the more adult films like Deadpool and like Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they're the only ones where I think they're actually funny and good. Spider-Man to an extent as well. But yeah, sometimes the comedy does feel a bit forced. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought like that the last four film they were just trying to give everybody powers, and it just again I can't really remember it too well, but it just felt like what, his girlfriend got powers or something, and like saved the day, and I don't know. It just didn't really feel like a four film. And then like the big bad villain just kind of got like squished straight away. I thought they could have done a little bit more of his character, like having this godlike power. So it was really cool.
Nice ass.
Wait, that's our ass. We'll need to find our arm and twist the head back up.
Damn it! Even the controls are backwards.
Pretty
Oh my god,
confusing.
they've messed up. They've put the controls, dude. That's a nice touch, inverting the controls. Oh my, walk forward. Oh my god.
Is that Mr. Sugums? What's he doing down here?
Oh no,
Well, the mutt has good
this
taste.
is awful. To control.
Grab it. Don't make me shoot you, boo-boo.
Ah, there we go, that's the right way. Right, I'm gonna get my arm back from this dog, if I can. If I could. Right, that's the right way.
You have balls to lick?
I'm gonna get my arm back. That's a bit of an odd comment there. If it makes sense. To get the dog to lick your nuts. Okay. Right.
Want a treat?
Surely Deadpool's strong enough to twist his head back with one arm.
There we go. Ow! Ah, much better. Good boy. Who's your good doggy? That's right. Sit. Ha! Now to find the X-Bait. Ooh.
Right.
Bro.
I do have to say as well, the game has not been jumpy at all since we put the system into offline mode. Saying that though, I'm just going to turn on my Wi-Fi again. Feels so weird not being connected to the internet. Cool. So let's see how we're doing on the trophies so far for this, and then I'll wrap up. 7%, 5 out of 51. That's it felt like I don't know, we got 2 free trophies straight away. Yeah. Do you not call the Wi-Fi the Wi-Fi? Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I don't know if I think there is a chapter select, so I'll probably have to go back and clean up some of these. I swear do you know what? We definitely got more of these achievements, but it's because I was offline. Uh-oh. I don't know if I've broken it. Silly me. Uh-oh. I know what to do. Sync it with a PlayStation Network, and hopefully this will pull up the trophies, because we've definitely earned more than 5. Like, I remember that what the fuck is Cable, like watching his intro and getting a trophy. Or maybe I should have. No, I wouldn't have been able to sync it when I was offline. Yeah, we'll have a quick little look at the trophies we've got, if it loads them, and then I'll wrap the stream up. Probably been going on for quite a long time, so you're probably quite sick of me. Yeah, so hopefully this sync here will load them in. Yeah, it's just one of them things. It feels like almost like PlayStation 3. You just have to wait for it to like load in, and they'll all just like auto pop in. I'm just glad like the game isn't that hard. Like I'd probably be stressing a little bit more if like the trophies were like, I don't know, I was going for a super hard one. But hopefully this sync will definitely fix it. I don't think that would be on PSN profiles yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've only got one more trophy. It's up to 11%. Jeez. So I think I had what? Oh wait, no, I had 5 before. See, I did slap Wolverine. I obviously just didn't slap him enough though, did I? Yeah, so that's the trophy we've just got. So yeah, it seems like there's some miscellaneous stuff that I will just go back in and get. Still got a lot of the game to to go through. Okay, cool. Well, thank you everybody that has tuned in to the stream today. Really do appreciate it and sort of bearing through the teething issues. I hope that the stream has worked fine since then. I'm going to investigate how to just optimize the stream a little bit better and hopefully make it all good for the next stream. If you're watching the VOD as well, drop a like if you haven't already on this fantastic journey of the Deadpool Platinum so far. And I would say follow me on Twitter. It's somewhere down there. I'll tweet out when I'm next going live on the old YouTube. Maybe I can squeeze in a stream tomorrow. May get an hour or so in, but it'll be sort of very last minute, just based on other commitments. But yeah, well, I need to, now that I can actually stream properly, I need to work out a proper schedule. But it's been great having everyone here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.